in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impactin'. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals, and you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching Jbone and Kaylon and you're 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, featured right here on the TNI Network, the only podcast with a 15-minute intro for a Sunday evening show. God damn it. Why do we not have an alternate intro for the Sunday night show? Why don't we just come up with a nicer, quicker intro for the Sunday night show? Why? That's something Kyle could do. Kyle can make himself useful because he's so useless otherwise. He could do that, Jbone, right? He could do that.
This is true. I mean, that's something we'll have to look forward to in the new year. 2021, fresh start, something like that.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, Trent here with Bill on the road. Mark is joining us again. Alicia's here, and Jbone. We are all here. This is the Impact Plus Weekly, episode 31, here to talk a little Xplosion, around the ring, and then the open forum. Any kind of news topics want to talk about. We try to keep it to an hour. Close out your week a little nice and calm, a little discussion-y. So if you joined us last night, we did talk about Turning Point. That review is up. If you guys missed Turning Point, because while the Impact Plus issues, it was streaming free on the Impact Wrestling website. So go check that out. It's on. If you go to impactwrestling.com, click on the Impact Plus link, you can still catch it for free. Even Mark, even today you were having issues with your Impact Plus. I think you got in now, right? You're officially in?
I just got in and watched Xplosion like 20 minutes ago.
Perfect.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it sounds like from what I
We
saw
did have a
out
review
there, a
last
lot of
night.
people
That's all you guys
were
wanted.
saying that it's working now today. So
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Good
It's
job,
getting
Impact
better.
Plus.
Yeah, I was able to
Good
log in
job.
today.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, we were dragging them yesterday. Shout out
Yeah, I
to
was
them
able to
today.
get
Good
it.
job.
Yeah, people were dragging. I mean, rightfully so. It was pretty frustrating yesterday, but I'm glad it's up and running. We're okay now. So, but anyway, let's talk Xplosion in a second. But first off, how's your weekend? Let's talk to Bill first. Bill was on the road. Bill, where the fuck are you now? Where are you? What's going on?
I am in Orlando, Florida, the former home of Impact Wrestling. My first return here since Impact Wrestling. So I guess that's Redemption 2018. I think that was the last show Impact did at Universal. So that was the last time I was here. But there was 4 shows that I came down to Florida to see, and they just ended last night. I started out that show down south on Wednesday. I just added it to the itinerary. But then I did ICW. They did No Holds Barred, one of their pit fighters, and a co-promotion with No Peace Underground out of Orlando. So a lot of deathmatch wrestling the last 3 days.
Wow.
a typical weekend for Bill then, basically.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And since I've been down here, I know a lot's kind of changing in the world. Shows getting canceled. I was supposed to be at a show this Friday featuring a lot of Impact talent. Actually, Saturday, Hamilton by Black Label. They're pretty much all done, Indiana. So we are. There's going to be, and we'll get into that later, because one of those a signing. I was expecting maybe, or not a signing, but someone that's going to be with Impact. I thought it made sense because they were going to be traveling together. But yeah, a lot of changes. Indiana's done. New Jersey's getting real restrictive now, so even Jersey's going to be slowing down. So live events, we were hoping for January. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, it's shutting down everywhere, man. I don't know.
Except for Florida, it's the Wild West.
Not here.
Fingers crossed.
It's the Wild West here still. Yeah, hey, there's a Thunder Rosa's running a show next weekend, and I was like, man, should I try for this? But yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
There's one just north of me, Swaggles company, ACW's got Brian Myers and Ethan Page coming in within the next few weeks or something like that. I'd love to go, but no.
Nah.
Can't. So yeah, this first match.
I don't know what the future holds for. Am I coming up again?
Oh, you're cutting out.
You're cutting out, Trent.
Pretty bad.
I think I'm a little crackly. Am I coming up again?
Yeah, it's getting worse.
Yeah, we can't even really understand you at all.
Remix.
All this, Kalon would be freaking out at all this dead air. I think we should get into the first match, right? The only match, the only new match, which right here, Tasha Steelz and Kimber Lee, right? A knockouts match for Xplosion this weekend. A really good one.
I think Trent officially just threw his phone against the wall. So, unfortunately, so we'll continue. We'll try to get him back, but I know he's having connection issues. But yeah, Kimber Lee versus Tasha Steelz with Kiera Hogan in her corner. Alicia, I'm glad you're here for this, because between this match and the news from that broke last night during the special, the pay-per-view about the Knockouts division tournament, why don't you give your thoughts first on this match?
Well, I loved it. I'm a Steel fan, so they put on a great showing against each other, and again, proving that they're strong in their characters.
Oh yeah,
I love. It's good to see Tasha solo, man. Sometimes it's kind of cool to do some solo matches, because you kind of forget what a badass she is. Like she's. Yeah, this was a good fucking match, man. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was like how long they were gonna give them. I was like, maybe they'll just give them a couple minutes. But what did it clock in at? Almost 10 minutes on this one.
I think it was right about 10 minutes. I was surprised.
Just about.
Yeah.
Tasha knows her way around the ring.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and there was.
Cool. She got the win on this one.
A little comedy, some decent wrestling, along with it.
It's like Trent's in an alternate version of reality, slightly off timing with ours. Like just a little bit. Like we need to refresh. Hold on, I'm gonna get Trent and move him over here.
It's got the ball going. The ball moved him.
Oh, Trent.
Am I like still choppy? Am I still coming in?
It's still a little dodgy.
You're completely freezing up now.
Yeah, terrible still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Critical Sting says, buffering.
Gotta wander around and hold it up.
You guys continue on. Just continue on. I'll be right back.
All
right. Jbone, comedy.
Yeah, it was a great mix of a little bit of comedy in the beginning. That little testing each other out in the ring.
The hair spot.
The hair spot had me laughing. Let me tell you, when I'm trying to make the covers for these. That hair spot where they're both like bending each other backwards, that almost became the cover. I was like, And then I was like, I don't know, because I like to keep it like artistically looking fine. I didn't know how people would take it if I had that, but I mean, we're fans of both. So, but either way, but yeah, I still love the spot nonetheless, where they're pulling each other's hair, and then the ref's like, all right, come on, man.
Our very own TNI ref, Daniel.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, I would love to see more matches like this. To get 10 minutes for a one-on-one and let him go in a knockouts match. Give me a knockouts match on Xplosion every week. I mean, shoot.
For real, seriously.
Yeah, and it was also nice to have Josh bring up the tournament that's starting this week too. As far as who's going to be picking who for a partner. We got most of them. I think we got one TBA, and I can't wait to see who is. I know everybody's been giving out their guesses online when we tell them to. All right, we're going to try to bring Trent back here. Trent!
Everyone's just quiet.
It's just the anticipation.
What's going to happen? He's frozen already. He's frozen already.
Oh, no.
It was like instant.
I don't know. Usually it's been okay.
Can you get to the roof? Do you have roof access in the place you're at?
Jay, you go ahead and anchor it out. I'll see if it kicks in. Go ahead.
All right, that's fine. So Tasha Steelz takes the win here.
Lakers.
I'm trying to think of the move that she beat her with. Was it a DDT?
It was a neck breaker of some kind. It was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like
it was like a DDT or a cutter of sorts.
Yeah, it was like a cutter.
Cutter. Yeah.
A cutter. Okay, yeah, and that's one thing that you don't. Okay, Critical Sting said cutter. Critical Sting's English is choppy too. It's great to see. But yeah, and that's one that it's always a signature move of sorts for several different people on whatever shows you're watching. It's never a finisher. I actually like that she used it as a finisher, because we don't see her in too many singles matches. So yeah, Tasha Steelz gets the win here, and it knocked out Kimberly pretty significantly here. So I can't wait to see what Kiera and Tasha do in the tournament when it comes down to finishes like this.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this dovetails right into that bracket too, because I know the Sea Stars have worked with Tasha and Kiera before, right? So that's if Xplosion ties into this story, I will be so happy that we're starting to see them sowing seeds into Xplosion, and we have with Ace and Fulton, right? But I hope this is an extension of that.
Well, I think that's a key here, what they did with Xplosion, because I always like to say, like, they never used to have belts because it was always, they never knew when the show was going to air with the footage. But now Josh is referencing current storylines, like within the last couple weeks. So this is very current product based right now, Xplosion, which I know a lot of people might not be perfect for what you want, but it is becoming more of that additional show.
It is.
Like I said, I still think of it as a Saturday morning wrestling type show, but it's still using current content and storylines, which is good.
There you go.
It's a work in progress.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's always evolving. I mean, look at what happened around the time of Bound for Glory. It was a complete work in progress all that whole weekend, which we didn't know until later, like, what was going on, and we got surprises galore. So there's Terrence Sullivan in the chat. They're a very good knockouts match. We need more knockouts matches on Xplosion. Folks, if you missed the Talking Shopomania 2 live reaction review, Terrence Sullivan joined me for that. We had a blast. Please go check that out. And congrats to everyone involved on that pay-per-view too. It was sounded like it was successful.
What a shit show.
There's already a third one coming down the pipe.
Oh,
right?
no. And now we have to watch that too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to, but we're going to make you.
But we will. Yeah. But we're going to, because we're sucker marks. So, yeah.
Lakers
say
has
that
it right here. There's only 3 words to describe the third one.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you,
Of
course. Yeah, we had too much fun with that. All right, so now on to Around the Ring with David Penzer. And I really wish Trent's audio was better for this, because I know he was very proud because he helped produce some of these while he was down there. David Penzer interviewing Father James Mitchell. It's just, how good is it to have him back on TV, even if it's a crazy comedic role in the Who Shot Bravo?
It's a joy, Jbone, a joy. The guy is so well spoken. Like, I could just listen to him tell stories for hours, I feel like.
Well, you'll get all those stories when you officiate your wedding, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Going out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, are you guys gonna book him for that, or hey, and you got a karaoke show to go along with that too? It sounds like what he's doing.
From what I've heard, yeah, that would be fun. We'll have to see what his going rate is.
There you go. Yeah, and see if he's actually willing to go out of state for that.
Yeah, he needs the who booked this shit rate.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right,
I love that we got a little insight as to where he was when he was dead.
Yeah.
Oh, the fields of Azure. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Penzer's like,
you
what?
mean like a Jew, like the roast beef?
Yeah.
Yes. They bounce off each other so well.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I liked that they were reset in the area where they do a lot of filming too, and that the camera was better positioned, better sound. I thought the segment overall was better quality.
Set up last week, this week, actually having some type of layout of a set is
so it,
to see, as opposed to some folding chairs.
Exactly. At least now they have it like framed and lit, whereas before they were it was literally you're right. It was like metal chairs from under the ring.
I'm a lighting guy. You gotta have the right lighting, man. It's simple. TV 101.
Yeah, it's casual yet professional. Alicia, you got anything that you came up with this one?
Just, I was really impressed with him, and I liked to listen to it, and it was good stuff.
I tell you what, you never know what he's gonna pull out of his hat, what he's gonna have up his sleeve for these segments. I mean, he was very professional, and the last line, along with that demonic laugh of his, he said, "May all your stains be large ones." And I was like, oh, where did that come from?
I lost it at the facial gimmicks.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I come back from hell and everyone's wearing the glacier mask. What a riot! What an absolute riot.
Everyone's happy to have him back, right? That's like universally unanimous that we're happy he's back. Hopefully, it's for a while.
Trent, you got any input on what you said you were helping produce some of these?
What was that line he had? Okay.
He said, "May all your stains be large ones."
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me now. This is kind of a disaster with this connection here, but that one line he had where he said, "You can't keep an old dog off your lap." Was he closing out with?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Can't keep a good dog off your lap or something. What was that line he had?
Yeah, you can't keep a good dog off your leg or something.
Am I coming in back decent now? Am I okay?
50-50.
You're completely frozen now.
I was like,
Can
you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, but it's back and forth. It's and now he's. Yeah.
How about if I turn my camera off? Can you guys hear me?
That's a little better.
It is better.
It is a little better.
It's better.
It's not as crackly.
Okay. All right. Let me go with the camera off. That's better. Let me work with.
All right, we'll try that.
So yeah, give me an indication if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, it's a little better.
All right. I'll just cut out here. I don't think it's gonna work out, guys.
All right.
Is it better? Okay. All right. Let me go with it.
I think we're trying to delay.
This is going to be a 2-hour show.
Oh, Mir, that ain't right.
Trent can't even see the comments either.
That's
all
just
right, you guys continue on then, I guess. That'll be it.
Sorry, Trent.
I totally understand where Trent's coming from because this is not a great connection here either. I think I figured it out. I just can't do too much with it. I can't overdo my bandwidth here at the hotel. But I get it because I had to bail on Tuesday because the watch along mine was a complete mess. So I just bailed.
Oh, you were back and forth with that too, yeah.
Yeah, because I tried it for like an hour and a half and then it's like, I just gave up.
Yeah. Hey, we got some faces in the chat we haven't seen in a while. Good to see you. Good.
Yeah, good to see my buddy Vince.
Vince Burr, yeah. Tremendous.
He went to Ottawa at Bound for Glory. That's where that picture with Rosemary's from, at the VIP experience.
That is a classic, yes. All right, so yeah, that was a great little interview segment with Father James Mitchell. Great to see him back. I love how he went back and forth between the kayfabe and real life, talking about his history and stuff. So,
yeah, what a talented dude.
He is. I don't know how long he's going to be around.
Yeah,
maybe just for this
stuck around in some capacity, but he's a great person. I think to have backstage character. He adds a lot to the locker room. So I would. I think you can always find a place for James Mitchell.
Agreed, 100%.
We're lucky to have him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Whether it's on screen or just giving feedback for stuff going on behind the scenes. How to book stuff, how to produce stuff, whatever. Yeah. All right, so that was Around the Ring. Next, we got the classic from Turning Point 2009. The TNA titles on the line. This totally is one of the consummate classics in TNA history. Goes back just a little over 10 years ago. Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles defending his TNA World title.
Uncle Allen.
Oh my goodness. Well, we lost Trent and we gained a scumbag.
No.
Welcome back, everybody, to Total Nonstop Impact. Throw it back, bitch. I'm your host, Trent, alongside my host, Jbone. Hey, where is that motherfucker?
Kyle.
Where's Trent?
Oh, don't even worry about it. It's been a whole clusterfuck debacle. Let's go.
Fuck.
Let's move on.
Fuck
now
Trent.
the show can really. Now the show can start for real.
Now it's a show. Now that I'm
Cheers
the
to
host.
that.
Fuck Trent. Let me be the host. Forget Trent. All right. How about that?
Okay. Old school.
Kale, we were just wrapping up.
We're not wrapping up. Let's Turning
Now we're
Point.
just getting started.
Total Bangorama. Knockouts tag titles. Who you guys gunning for? Everybody here. Who's your pick for the Knockouts tag titles?
Right.
Yeah, let's run down that list. I got the
put the bracket up, Jbone. Bring it up.
I'm going to.
Well, while he's doing that, I want to just shout out here another fan I know, New York area. You may have run into him, Kyle. Daniel William Clark. He says he's
from New York. He's cool.
Yeah, he's currently hosting our show on his channel too.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Someone else's viewers. Hello. Nice to meet you. We're the TNI show. I'm on all the time.
Yeah.
More than anybody here.
You should really change it to say Trent.
Oh, hi, Mark. How's it going? How you doing?
Fantastic. Right. How about you?
All right, here's
good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, man. Let's get to this. We got a real host now. Let's go.
I think Kyle heard that we had a visitor last Sunday, so he didn't want to miss the show tonight.
Visitor? What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, jeez.
What are you talking about? What visitor?
You didn't at least listen to the audio?
Absolutely not. Why would I ever do that? I wasn't on it.
I don't know.
So we kind of had an Amy Dumas run in last week.
Lita?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Why the fuck would Lita show up to this show? No way.
Go watch it.
The crazy world.
What is this, punked? Where's Ashton? You really let yourself go, Ashton Kutcher, up there.
No, she legit rated. She finished her show, and see what's interesting is I watched her last show after the show we did because I was really curious to see what the end of her show was.
Vince knows what's up. What the fuck you guys talking about? What is this?
Yeah, and she goes, so should we raid Total Nonstop Impact?
What?
And she came over with like 150 people, and all of a sudden the entire chat was Lita emojis.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the hell? Well, and it's because it only shows up so big on your screen. So I see all these emojis of a redhead. I'm like, what is going on? And then I look
and you know for a fact this was her? This wasn't one of those.
Yeah.
We had Johnny Swinger crash the chat. I don't trust anybody in this motherfucker.
She confirmed.
I don't even know if you're really Jbone.
Yeah.
She confirmed it. Oh, come on. This mug? Come on.
I would have gotten away with it too. Wasn't for you meddling kids.
She confirmed it. I even made her laugh because I said, "Hey, there you go, folks. It's confirmed. Lita to Impact Wrestling." She popped at that one. So,
fake wrestling news. That's what we.
There you go. That's what we're all about here, right?
Yeah, starting rumors.
It was better than that other shit that's out there.
Anyway.
So that was the highlight of that one. So that was she even followed the show. Blew my mind.
Wow. Shout out to Lita.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully,
I'm still shocked over it. It was awesome.
Right. Now that we've recapped last Sunday night's
Sunday
dinner.
So all right. So as long as you're here, Kale, you haven't been on in a while. What did you think of the show last night? The Turning Point.
There was some flubbles there going in, but it did work out. They ended up giving us the show right there on IMPACTWRESTLING.com. Great show. Takeaway from me is the beer guns. The chemistry between Storm and Sabin was remarkable. I mean, I could actually see those guys being a tag team moving forward. It's like you get the
tag team specialists.
One half of two legendary TNA tag teams coming together. I mean, come on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell of a show. Who is the guy that came out for Eric Young? I honestly have no idea who that guy was.
That guy's getting
I'm not going to come on here and lie.
That guy's getting some buzz today. It's Joe Doring. Okay. He's been around in the industry a lot. He's been in developmental down, or I should say up north, our little terms for other companies. He was a FCW 10 plus years ago or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. He had several years in All Japan, which is no slouch of a place.
Nice. Yeah, he won their Triple Crown over there.
Yeah, this is true. So there you go. I mean, he's don't
legit apparently.
Yeah. I mean that speaks whether you watch the product or not. It speaks volumes.
Oh yeah,
and I believe he's also a Scott D'Amore trainee.
Yes. Yeah, in fact, that's one thing I learned today before we went live. He trained in the same place when Bobby Roode and a bunch of other people were all training before they came to TNA back in the day. So he was all in that same school. So he goes back with those boys. He really does.
Yeah, I don't think it's been on the throwback yet. I think he showed up in TNA 2005-ish.
Yeah, he had a match. It was like a squash match with Rhino. He really didn't do anything. If you want to see,
throws a hell of a clothesline. And it's the way you like him, Bill. He's like a manly man. He's no vanilla midget, as they say. He kind of looks like a 70s porn
Wait, you
star.
talking about Austin Aries?
He kind of looks like a 70s porn star. Like, that guy would totally fuck your wife, Joe Doring. Totally would. Totally. That guy fucks. Definitely fucks. Oh, see, Lakers summed it up nicely. That dude is a badass mither fucker. Mither. That's a mither fucker. Speaking of mither fuckers, is Trent back yet? I think I see him poking around back there.
He's testing stuff out. I think he's still having trouble.
Take your time, Trey. I was just saying how much I love you and appreciate you. Just saying a bunch of nice things about you. Good to see you, buddy.
And Kyle, just so you know.
But let's get to the Knockouts Tech Tournament.
Doing an indie show February of 21 in New Jersey.
Nice.
There you go.
Just saw that announced today.
But, I'm gunning for Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz. That's my pick. Let's go around.
Yeah, Bill, who's your pick for this tournament?
I was definitely on Team Kiera, and Tasha. The Team Snatch-a-Bitch.
Team Snatch-a-Bitch. Yes.
Although I think it's between them, and I think the Killer Kelly Renee Michelle team. I think they're gonna. I think that could be your finals right there. So they're the teams, the outsiders, because I think Killer Kelly is going to definitely be signed by the end of this, and I think she's going to be a big factor. I think she's going to be one of the top in the division, but that might be more like Knockouts title her and the new champ.
I'm sorry. Before I forget, because once these little thoughts pop in my head, if I don't get rid of them right away, they're lost forever.
In and out. It's like Trent's marriage. In and out.
Taylor, wait, isn't that a burger place? Never mind. Taylor Wilde just dropped a brand new interview with Killer Kelly today, and I really don't know anything about her. So if you want a little inside of who she is, what makes her tick. And Taylor Wilde is a great interviewer, classic TNA knockout to boot. So yeah, go check out the latest Taylor Wilde. I apologize, I don't remember the name of her podcast.
Wild On podcast.
Wild On, thank you, appreciate that. But yeah, go check that out. Alicia, who's your pick for this tournament?
This is a tough one, but I have to say my two top picks are going to be Havoc and Nevaeh and the Sea Stars.
Sea Stars, yeah.
Because we got to remember, Ashley, one half of the Sea Stars, has performed in Impact before, back when they did the Philly tapings. What was that, last year?
Yeah, she was in the Battle Royale.
She was in the Battle Royale, and she also fought the Disco Inferno. It was saved by Scarlett.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to see what some of these new faces do. I mean, especially Killer Kelly with Renee Michelle and the Sea Stars as well. Now, the Sea Stars that's Ashley Vox and who?
Delmy.
What's that?
Delmy.
Oh, is that her name?
I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong.
Okay, yeah.
If anyone wants to correct me.
No, that's correct. I YouTubed them last night.
Yeah. To answer RK Shuttlesworth, who is Jordan going to end up with? The answer, obviously, Eric Young. He's done it before. He'll do it again. He'll do it again.
He's a world-class maniac.
Yeah.
Super Eric.
Yeah,
I think it's Lufisto.
Ooh, that's her former indie tag partner.
I mean, she was tweeting about it today too. Yeah, that was.
Oh, was she? I don't have Twitter anymore, so I don't know. I don't have the ins anymore.
She did tweet about Team Pog like late last night, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. We'll see. I know there's a lot of people clamoring for her.
I'm also hearing a rumor about that it could be Mean Woo. By God, Gia Miller.
Scoop. Let's go, Scoop.
That'd be cool. I like Gia.
And I have no clue how she is in the ring. I don't want to assume anything.
Don't know.
So hey, we'll see. We gotta wait and see.
I saw people putting out there today because I think Tasha put it out. It was Tasha and Kiera with one Brooke Tessmacher. That's another Texas connection. The Team Texas form.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. That was great.
Because Brooke has said in the past she'd like to come back for one more run.
What about Scott Steiner? Him and Jordan Grace, huh?
There you go. You get the pumps together.
Yeah, it could work.
We'll have to configure the Steiner math on that one. Mark, who you got in this tournament?
I'm still sticking with Ragnarok, Taya, and Rosemary. I think they're going away.
Yeah, they've got to be favorites in this because they've been winning lately. The last several weeks building up to this, they've been clicking. I'd say Havoc and Nevaeh and Kiera Hogan and Tasha. Absolutely, I think those three. It's really hard to argue which one has a leg up on this.
True.
So, all right. Any other, for those that we haven't had on in a few days, any other thoughts from Turning Point last night, as long as we're still talking about stuff?
Rohit still on top of his game, for sure.
That's our boy. TNI.
I didn't get to watch it.
Oh, then maybe we should. If you don't want any spoilers, we can stop.
You can talk about it. It's not going to bug me. I watched the review show this morning.
Wow.
Well, you know it's free. It is free on the app right now. You can go and watch it for free.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go check it out. I only saw Taya and Rosemary. Yeah, I saw that match.
Okay.
I'll just say this: big picture wise, the monthly Impact Plus pay-per-views, they're must watch. 2 title wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like these are not throwaways. You had the one Bash of the Brewery with the tag titles where the North won, but for the most part, you developed storylines.
Yeah.
That's fine. But you never had like big wins, title changes. Now anything can happen on a monthly. And the funny thing is
interesting, Bill, because for years it feels like the past regimes, we had those fucking one night only shows for so long that they were fun for what they were, but they were essentially meaningless to the Impact universe. You know what I mean?
Correct.
They
like
never
that's what we're
no
kind of
storylines ever
to.
played out. It was just kind of, they were always filmed months ahead. Once in a while, you get a live one, like the one in Bethlehem we were at. So
Joker's wild, man. Love Joker's wild.
You know, to that point, we talked about it last night, but I'll reiterate real quick for anyone who wasn't here. We got the very first huge plot point in the Who Shot Bravo storyline on an Impact Plus special. Like, these are legitimate canon must-sees now. They didn't used to be. They are now.
Yeah, one night only was a strange experience. It's nothing like that anymore. Now they're the extra shows. They're killing it.
Yeah, debuts, title changes. I mean, last night. There's even sites out there covering Impact now from last night more than they had in years. So hey, the buzz is growing out there, folks. Whether you like it or not, it really is, and it's great to see.
And it's a great way to sell the app. This is what this show's about here. The Sunday show. It's about Impact Plus and $7.99 30-day trial. Definitely, it's must watch.
Can't beat it.
Well, especially right now, brand new updated UI, brand new updated everything on the website to tie it all together. You know, brand new talent.
Yeah, let's go around the horn real quick. Thoughts on the new look of ImpactWrestling.com, where you can get the Twitch feed, the Impact Plus, and all the news and the stars and knockouts profiles. What do you think, guys?
I like it. I think that's pretty dope.
I love the update, but I think they probably should have timed it a little better, considering they had all those issues yesterday, because they updated the app. They should have updated the app a little sooner, but everything's looking good. Nice little facelift.
Yeah, because I was not a huge fan of the website before this, so this is I think a much improved. I was a fan of the old Impact website. Then when they kind of went to almost like, I'm sure it was designed for mobile devices, but that's what it looked like on any format.
It looked like a blog. It looked like a blog.
It looked like a blog.
It was a blog.
It looked like WordPress, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was not a fan of it.
Looked like it looked like Trent's old LiveJournal profile.
Yeah, for anybody that does any of that type of stuff, that is not a positive comment saying it looks like WordPress.
Yeah, and now one thing that I know that we've talked about as far as the Impact Plus goes, one thing that we've been constructively critical about, there's that word, is wanting the a watch list of sorts. So like if you start watching something, you go away, you can come back, and it's there for you.
Yeah, the whole pause, resume stuff has always been an issue. So that's getting there.
That's a huge addition, because I started watching the Xplosion earlier today, came back, and there it was, and hey, continue watching this. It was like, oh
yeah, it was killing us for like the throwbacks, because you have 2-hour shows there.
It could just be my janky equipment personally, but I would have this problem on Impact Plus where every time I try to fast forward or rewind, it moves so fast that I can't catch the spot.
You have to really dial it in.
I don't know if that was just on my end.
No, it wasn't your end.
After what's it been, a year and a half since we got any kind of update? Like, shout out to the Impact Plus team. Like, I know it was a really shitty rollout. There's a lot of headaches. They put it out there for free. Impact always comes through. Like, it's about time we got this app update. That's a huge boost for the company. You know, now they need to start producing some more content again, though, because we haven't had any diaries or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
gotta get back to that.
Yeah. It's
especially with the pandemic and no crowds, it's the perfect time for them.
Yes,
use
100%.
Use this time to produce that sort of content.
They are putting a ton of digital content through Twitter right now, like little brief segments. They got to find a way to pump that out through the app as well.
Bring back those. Remember the old TNA documentaries they would have? Bring back the documentaries.
Yeah, do that.
Well, Kyle, now that you're here on this show, we were talking about it the other week. How about we bring Spin Cycle back?
I've always said that on the show, Bill. You've agreed with me. Spin Cycle is great, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to hit the same. Kids are saying that. I don't know if it's going to hit the same. It's going to hit different in a bad way without JB. How do you do that sort of thing without Jeremy Borash?
Well,
he's the face and the voice of that program.
I think you give it to a wrestler to test it out, to have them be a vehicle for a new
They could rotate the host role. You know, it could be Swinger one week, Mean Gia the next week. You know,
Swinger would be
put
fantastic.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah, Daddy. Yeah. It's the Spin Cycle, Daddy.
Spin Cycle, bring it back. I'm for it, but it's gonna hit differently without JB. It's a bad difference.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was either way on him. I think he was more of a laugh in the early TNA days, because he even took bumps and people made fun of him and stuff, and then it became more of a serious role as the years rolled on. And it became more of a big-time producer role backstage that we didn't even know about until later with the whole the Hardy stuff and other stuff that came out that we found out about. We're completely getting off the Xplosion, but that's okay. We're just talking everything.
We're riffing and rapping.
Yeah, so it looks like the storyline is evolving. I'm referencing the. It was the main event of this Xplosion was the tag team that led to Sammy getting the title shot. But also looking back at it, it was a little weird because he actually pinned Eddie Edwards instead of Swan. But I guess a win is a win and a loss is a loss for a team. So that's how you get the shot.
You pin the world champion, that would be too soon. Although I've seen it done. I don't agree when that's done. But
yeah,
at least gives you a say that you should be in the conversation for a chance.
And the group of Sammy, Shamrock, and EY standing there at the end certainly had some people talking. And now from Turning Point with the introduction of Joe Doring entering with EY. I mean, the future's wide open with these little groups growing, like, Sammy's group, EY's group. Is Chris Bay going to fit in there somewhere? Because he seemed to be last week. What do you guys think?
I think that, first of all, kudos to the leaks not getting out there because Joe Doring, who saw that coming? That was out of left field.
And there was only one leak that I saw, and if it's it's one of my favorite shits.
Oh, yeah.
I mean cheats. Yeah, spoiling the knockouts.
Jbone's favorite shits.
Yeah,
every week on the Total Nonstop Impact show.
Yeah,
shit this podcast. Go ahead and hit that shit button.
Oh yeah. So I mean,
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, that too. There we go. It was nice that only one little spoiler got out. Whatever. Not gonna. I gave him enough attention last night. Well, that's it pretty much for the Xplosion. Any other points from last night you guys want to talk about before we kind of open it up to the open forum?
The only
Everybody
thing
got an
I'm
earful
thinking
from
about,
me.
The only thing I'm thinking about you, Mark. Mark, I've been thinking about you lately because.
Oh yeah. Wait, let's take this offline. Let's go offline.
I know. I've been thinking about you lately, Mark, and I'm upset for you. I'm upset for a lot of the Impact viewers because the treehouse is burning to the ground. The Rascals. It's like they've toked the last toke in that treehouse. If that's what they were doing, we'll never actually know. Never actually seen them partake in such activities. But we're gonna miss Dez. Gonna miss them all. It's not Impact is not gonna be the same for a while. I don't know how they're gonna talk about hitting a demographic never touched in wrestling history. I mean, come on. Not since Hulk Hogan has had anybody been rallied together like that for the Greens. So
Rascals for fucking ever.
Mark, you have anything to say in this eulogy here? I'm passing it off to you because you love the treehouse. I think of you when I think of the treehouse.
I just exited the treehouse before I came, and I'll be going back to the treehouse. I've actually done Jay's show from the treehouse. The Rascals, Rascals forever. Thank you for bringing it to the mainstream, for carrying the banner, for keeping it green.
Yeah. We're not even saying anything about the wrestling. The wrestling speaks for itself. We're talking about the movement.
Let's bring Rob Van Dam back.
I'm backing Tasha Steelz' motion to buy the treehouse to continue the legacy. We cannot let the treehouse leave with the Rascals. Although they've been evicted, their spirit remains.
I wasn't ready.
We'll never be ready, but we've got to carry the torch.
One more set of tapings, damn it. Just one more. The Rascals will be missed. Will be missed.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Very much. Best of luck to the Rascals. Hope to see them again one day when they come home.
Yeah, and
they never got to reach their true potential. I feel like there was so much more for them to do in Impact.
There was.
So hopefully someday.
But I want to keep them down though, Kyle.
And let me make this clear though. I am happy for them because, man, I see there's nothing more toxic than wrestling fans, and I see these people on Twitter. They turned on the Rascals. They've turned on them. They don't want nothing to do with them anymore because they're gonna leave Impact Wrestling and go on to whatever it is that's next for them. Who knows? And it's people are turning on them and people are attacking them. And I'm dude, this is a business. They're out here to feed their families. They're gonna follow the money and go other places where they'll get more exposure. Even though we all know Impact is the better show. Whatever. I'm just saying, I'm happy for the guys. And when I see the toxic fan base that is professional wrestling turn their backs on them, man, that shit's fucked up. Come on, man.
Get over it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
People got to get over it.
Yep. You got kids, man.
Right. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh, Trent, it's good to see you. See, you crapped out and I came and I saved your ass when you thought I wouldn't, just like I always do.
I'm glad you did. I don't know how good it is now. Still, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know what's going on. It's a shit show on my connection this weekend.
Wait.
I'm glad
are you looking for the?
Trent, you look like a cam girl right now. What are you doing? How are you? That live phone connection? You look like a cam girl making money.
Is Santos in the bottom corner there?
Yeah. Yeah, let's put Trent on mute time. See how he likes it, huh? Let's put Trent on mute time. Oh, it's mute time.
Am I still not?
Yo, it's mute time. Not that, because I hate when you guys do that to Melissa Santos. I get pissed off. So, Trent, how does it feel? That's right. No more mute time. Mute time's canceled. There you go. Now you can speak again.
Can you guys hear me now? Am I at all coming through?
Loud and clear, baby. Loud and clear.
Happening now.
It's
loud and clear.
It's
really?
okay. It's okay.
I can hear him. I don't know about you, Jbone.
Okay,
better.
I'll do a cameo, and I'm gonna leave it to Kyle because Kyle is he's here. I'm gonna let Kaylon take over today. But I got a story I gotta tell before I go, real quick.
Story. I love stories.
Kaylon, is my connection clear enough? All right, listen. First off,
I'm just looking at that sexy biker vest you got on, Trent. You look like a member of Judas Priest. You're looking good.
It's a
sexy
cut.
metal biker, you know.
Yeah,
Cut.
look at extremely erotic.
Sexy metal biker. That's what he looks like.
All right. I'm wondering if I should save this for Tuesday when I got a better connection. I could actually tell the story. But Kyle is here right now. I do want to spill this. I got.
Oh, you're not going to see me for another fucking 12 months. So. What? What did you just say?
All right. I'm gonna go into it. And then I'm gonna cut out. I'm not gonna risk the connection shitting on me here. So, all right.
Me.
So I on Thursday, I got to meet. We had a team called Bear Country wrestle for AAW. Bear Country.
I went to high school with one of those guys.
I grew up with is one half.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. He lives a couple blocks away.
Yeah, you sure did.
Shout out to him. Bear Bronson.
You sure did, Kyle. And I went up to this gentleman. I go, hey, which one of you guys is from Islip? And he's like, oh, it's me. I'm like, do you know Kyle? Scumbag Kyle? And he goes, he used your last
name.
He
didn't say Scumbag Kyle.
He goes, oh, you mean Kyle? I said Scumbag Kyle. And he says, oh, you mean Kyle, E?
Yeah,
I said,
my last name.
Yeah. I said, that's it. And I go, tell me something, man. Is he really as big a piece of shit as he makes himself out to be? And he's like, no, man. He's like a really nice guy. I don't know why he's always calling himself a scumbag. He's like a really
spreading rumors, lying on my name. Put some respect on my name, Bear Bronson. You know, out here spreading rumors. And hold on a second. There's my podcasting life and my real life. Those worlds are not supposed to collide. You people are not supposed to meet. What the fuck is that? You were hanging out with somebody I went to high school with.
It's all an act.
Broke the fourth barrier.
All an act, everybody. I found out. He goes, no, me and my dad and his dad know each other. He's a real nice guy, guys. He's like, I don't know why he's putting himself down, calling himself a scumbag.
He works at the soup kitchen.
He's never actually hung out with me, Trent. And it's strange. Last night I was at the bar, of course. What else would I be doing on a Saturday night? And sitting with my pals, and I put my drink down, and I look up, and there's Bear Bronson from Bear Country sitting right next to me. Just happened to run into him because it's the neighborhood, and I'm talking to him like, "Oh, you met my buddy Trent out in Chicago." He's like, "Yeah, that guy was a real piece of shit. What a sleazebag." Said that you guys kept his money. You pocketed out of their envelopes. Said you were a real scumbag to everybody. You're like a drill sergeant back there. You act like you run the place. He told me everything about you, Trent. So while we're being honest,
I was slapping him. Slap up around. I go, they call you some prospect tag team. I'm slapping around. I said, come on. Show me what you
actually, Bear, you know, I don't do this.
He exposed you.
No, you're lying. You're making up rumors. That's fake news. That's fraud. That's fraud. Hey, I'm.
You told me you're a nice kid.
No.
Scumbag anywhere. There's a nice guy beneath it all, and it's all fucking act you put on.
Yeah, you're right, Trent. I'm a sweetheart. You're right. He's. The truth, the cat is out of the bag. Yeah, I'm a great person, Trent.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
Well, Trent, that's because he doesn't actually know me, and I don't ask him to I don't ask to borrow money from him like I do you. You know, different. Oh, that's a load of bullshit, Trent.
You can mute my mic every now and then, but you can't say the truth.
No, get this fuck out of here. Get him out of here. My stage. Out here trying to expose me on my own show. And fuck Bear Bronson, too, if he's listening. Fuck him. Spreading rumors about me. But you know what? Respect to him. He actually is a one-time WWE 24/7 champion. He was dressed up as Santa Claus. I do know that. So, dude's got to. And I would attack Jbone for bringing up something like that, but because I'm a hypocrite, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But,
yeah, well, Slowpoke and I had a blast reviewing the AAW show.
Dude, I'm all in for AAW, man. That's a hell of an indie promotion, and there's so much impact on there. We're not guilty for talking about it.
Yeah, and what was funny is when Fulton threw one of the besties into the rigging, you know, the entrance rigging around the stage. And he said, wouldn't it be funny if all that collapsed and it fell down and then behind it would be exposed like a naked Trent or something like that? And I was just like, oh, dear God. Yeah,
# why is Trent naked?
Yeah, that's what was brought up the next day.
So can I ask what the fuck was that? Well, why was I seeing tweets about Trent being naked? Could somebody fill me in?
That's what Slowpoke brought up on the show. It was hilarious.
No, I wasn't listening. I was zoned out looking at my phone. Explain to me what was that?
Well, because there was okay, I'll explain it again. Pay attention this time.
I'm so glad Kyle showed up. If Ingrid was here, she'd be having a fit.
She would have 3 strokes already. All right, so there's a spot during the show where Ace and Fulton are defending against the Besties. The Besties are trying to get their tag team titles back. He throws one of the Besties outside of the ring, and he crashes to the stage and the floor. And he bumps into the rigging entrance that's around, the back area there. And he says, wouldn't that be funny if everything fell down and then you see like the exposed, backstage area and there's a naked Trent working backstage.
Oh boy!
Why is he thinking about Trent naked? Why is that what he's daydreaming and fantasizing about?
He was wearing a bra at the time.
Trent eating a cheese sandwich. Trent naked. Trent goes right to Trent being naked.
It was hilarious.
Seeing Trent with that nice biker vest and his hair slicked back, I'm starting to think of him naked myself. Trent's sexy man. That Trent.
You guys swing?
Kale's gone for weeks, and we're discussing Trent being naked.
He comes back shooting that he wants to see Trent naked.
Yeah. Are they swinging?
You guys swing?
This is horrible.
Bang his wife.
The opportunity was there. The night was right.
It's the Sunday dinner. All right, we're coming up on the hour here.
We haven't even taken a question. What is that?
Let's open the forum and talk to the great listeners.
Let's switch to After Dark, and I'm going to move to the treehouse, and then.
Yeah.
No, they canceled After Dark, Mark. They don't want to see me shine. They don't want to see me happy. They canceled After Dark.
Oh man,
that's because I never showed up to it.
Come on.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Let's open it up to the chat for a few minutes. We'll take a couple questions and we'll wrap her up. All right.
You never rap when you tap, Jay. Do you know?
What? Is that what the kids are saying now these days? Do you want it rapped when I what?
How did you do?
Exactly.
Extra virgin.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
See, like with the Bravo shooting, we know now that's what was happening. There was a demonic they were sacrificing the virgin blood to do God knows what, and they tried to take out Bravo. And you know what? I'd like to back him up, but fuck Bravo, because he came on here and shit on me, shit on the show. You guys took it, so once again, let me reiterate, fuck Bravo. Hey, Jbone, let's take some questions from the audience, huh?
All right, here's one from our critical Sting here. It says, which matches would you say defined the Anthem era? And that would be within the last 3 years. I could say, what is the Anthem era after the new regime took over? Mm-hmm. Let's start with Alicia. What do you think?
Alicia, not Alicia. Sorry,
I'm not Alicia Edwards.
He should at least know your names.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
Well, everyone else says it differently. I thought you would have caught on. It's okay. No
Alyssa, how are you?
I feel like it's this long. I just might as well be Alicia.
Lisa Simpson.
No point in correcting.
Daria. Come on.
You know what? I wouldn't say any match has been defining, and don't take that the wrong way. I think every match has been defining because it's been paving a new era of what we all know as Impact Wrestling. And it's been a fun journey, so I'm just going to go with all of it.
All right. Take it all. Yeah, but Jay, I got to say that Sammy versus Pentagon. Come on.
Yeah, I think that's the obvious choice.
That will for me.
That
is a great example. Yes,
I can go right into that. For me, it's Sammy and Cage on the first Access show because that was the beginning of the full recovery where people were like, oh, fuck, Impact's for real. And now they know Impact's for fucking real.
The new TV deal? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Bill?
I was going to go with Sammy and Pentagon just because that was their first big pay-per-view that everybody went for. But I think there's a trend here that's Sammy.
Yes.
Sammy is the flag of Anthem, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to him. Obviously, I know it's something we don't talk about. It should not be named, but
it's one. You're right.
Had Tesla winning the belt.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That is probably the most identified. Like, we ignore it now, but 5 years from now, we're gonna look back and say that is the moment.
Yeah, they had the guts to do that. I mean,
and that's for sure. They're wild. They'll do something different.
Look, and I don't even care what happened after that. Look, we've all moved on from it, but at the time, it was huge.
We moved on. You don't see me blowing my nose in her t-shirt anymore. We've all moved on. The wrestling goes on, just like it'll go on without the Rascals. It goes on. What can you do?
There you go. There's a few opinions about that in the chat, but hey, it's
Sammy's the thread. Sammy's the thread in the comments in all of our answers.
Yeah, and I would personally say the strength of the Knockouts division would how it's evolved and grown constantly over the last 2 years, and now we're getting this tournament to the Knockouts Tag Team Championship is just the icing on the cake for the Knockouts division, I'd say. Let's see.
More questions.
Let's take one more and we'll get out of here.
No, Jay, we're having fun, all right? Jay, you might podcast 7 times a week, but I don't. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah,
I'm milking this
one. It, but
Jay, I'm the host tonight. You can leave. There's the door. You can get out. I'll take this over with my real friends over here. You let the adults talk, and you go tuck yourself in. Have your warm milk and cookies and go to bed.
Shows, Rosita being a free agent.
No, I haven't yet.
LAX member.
Oh, we've been so busy with the pay-per-views this weekend. I haven't even brought that up at all. And someone did mention it in the chat here. Hang on a second.
Keen, I know, was throwing it out there.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Who do you guys like to see come back to Impact? Yeah, I mean, she certainly could. I have no clue. For those of you who don't know, she just got released from the WWE with a bunch of controversial stuff surrounding her with unionizing and all that kind of stuff. Look, no matter what your opinion is on that, I think we gotta wait and see what the
union my ass. Yeah, I own you. You can't go on Twitch, bitch. Yeah. Satan himself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
the myth Illuminati.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that company anymore.
Yeah. Well, look,
you're gonna make me money, and then you're gonna die. Yeah.
She's a former Knockouts Tag Team champ.
She
is she? And she with I'm trying to think who she was.
Sarita, right?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. She's also a free agent, so who knows? I think we just got to wait and see what her contract status is. As far as do we have to wait 3 months to see her anywhere?
Probably.
It's been like 2 days, hasn't it? Like, let's settle down, guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's there's plenty of free agents out there, and honestly, the Knockouts division, we're getting even more surprises by the day. So let's just wait and see.
Sign all the women available and grow the Knockouts division to be triple the size it is and add a whole nother 2-hour show for the Knockouts. All in.
We've been saying that for a long time.
All in.
Knockout show. Give the Knockouts their own show. Why not? Nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. What do we got here?
Somebody's begging to get their question put up. I think I lost it in the sauce here. Lost in the sauce, but got somebody in there said, Jbone, please pick my question. So it's obviously important to him.
I'm not even seeing that.
Got Lakers in there having a blast.
Oh, Lakers is always having a blast. Doesn't matter what day of the week.
Bell's Boy wants to know.
Oh, there we go.
Question, please. Where do you think the arrival with Joe Doring will lead to? Anyone? Well, he's obviously going to be Eric's muscle. You know, his
heater
man. Yeah, his whatever. His protector, his handler, if you will. And not sure what they're going to do with him after that. Eric Young needs a handler, you know? It's like a zoo animal. He needs a handler. I'd like to see him versus Man Fulton just for the face-off. Two big guys or something you could do.
Yeah.
No, but we don't even know the guy. We got to get to know him first.
Yeah.
He does look like a 70s porn star.
We got to find out what makes you fit.
I'll stand by that. Yes.
It was a shock because Eric Young came back.
Sorry.
Which one's Jay?
Had to.
It's been a while. Yeah, that's fine. He came back to Impact so strong and took the Impact World Championship and he's been tearing it up. His heel level is through the roof. So seeing him get a heater, honestly, I think it shocks all of us. I think the number one question is, does he need one? But it certainly will help him if he wants to get that championship back. So yeah, we got to wait and see where this goes.
About the cameo there, because they have been promoting that. You can have many Impact stars.
You read stories. You read stories about WWE pulling down the wrestlers' Twitch accounts, but then you have Impact promoting the wrestlers' cameo profiles. We should buy some cameos for the show. That's what we should do. We should make the wrestlers say sound bites and then just have them, you know.
Hey, all the other ones they did for free, but
we start paying. You know, Trent will pay for it.
It'll come out of the TNI slush fund.
Yeah. Trent will pay for it. Trent will pay for it.
There you go. All right. Anything else? Here
Who was the last signing you never became a fan of?
Tennille.
Yeah,
I'm throwing it out there again. I don't care. You can hate on me all you want. I don't have to like
I'm jumping on that bandwagon.
Got some haters.
She's terrible. She's terrible in the ring. She's boring. She's generic. She's uninteresting. I don't know, man. She's taking up a roster spot and a shit ton of money we could use to sign a bunch of other ladies or men. That's all I'm saying. You know, I know there are Tennille fans. That's cool. You know what? She sucks. That's all right.
Mark with the heater.
And that's a shoot.
Touche.
Well, we all know who your favorite knockout is. That's for sure. Wow.
Hey, I will say this though, since I am taking heat for the Tennille thing, I like every single other member of the roster.
Yeah.
So I'm all in on
the
Tennille
thing.
Yeah, we've been absolutely constructively critical about her. There's some more than others. And
constructively.
I try to, you know. And Mark is obviously taking it a step further. And that's his opinion.
He's a passionate wrestling fan, man. I love Taya. I really don't like Tennille. You know?
He's a passionate mother trucker, and it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I would say.
Did somebody say trucker?
We came here for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Scrooge McTruck. Where's that guy? He's like Oprah, throwing the subs out. You get a sub. That's a baller. He definitely has a job. Speaking of having jobs, the one person I have never became a fan of yet, sorry.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
I'm not on the Heath Slater train yet. Sorry, I'm just not.
He's given us the best vignettes of the year, probably though, with the Heath for Impact stuff. Come on.
I mean, it's funny.
His daughter's involved.
You know what? Fuck. You know what though? You know how when one of our guys go over to WWE, you see the fans like, oh, he's got the TNA stink on him. Well, I think that guy's got the WWE stink on him, huh? How about that? How about that? Because every time I see him, I think of SmackDown. Okay, I'm having trouble getting over that.
Yeah.
I don't like thinking about SmackDown.
SmackDown Slater, you're saying.
Yeah. It's like that funny feeling Jbone gets when I bring up his ex-wife. It's the same sort of thing, you know. A lot of traumatic years watching SmackDown, you know? Shit's horrible. Oh, man.
Just picking people on the current roster. That's not right.
Wait, what? Who was the last signing you never... Wait.
Became a fan of.
That's what we're talking about.
The listener's trying to get... Critical Sting, he's trying to get us in trouble. He's trying to get us to say some shit. That's what he's doing. He's looking for drama. He's stirring the pot. Trying to get the wrestling podcasting fans in trouble. That's it.
Alicia, what do you think? Who got signed within the last year that maybe you haven't been?
I think Mark already answered that.
Oh, I was just gonna. Yeah, I know you agree with him. I was just gonna see if you had anybody.
Oh, I feel.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Alyssa.
I'll be very hopeful that things change, but
I will say this,
Allison.
In the ring, she's gotten better. Her and Jordan had some good matches together, and I think the inclusion of Caleb is helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Basil. Basil's great. Basil's the best part of the act.
Yeah, agreed.
I liked in Turning Point when she stopped the match to take a selfie. I mean, come on. I'm entertained by that kind of shit.
Yeah, last night he was doing his very best MJF. I thought it was hilarious. Dude,
get the A&W root beer dick out of your mouth, man. Stop.
I
watched Dynamite, dude.
I just thought it was funny that he looked identical to MJF. Was it on purpose? I highly doubt it.
You're just not punk rock, Jbone. That's all. You're just not punk rock. You know, you're glam. You're glam. That's just who you are.
I'm too old for punk rock, dude.
Oh no, I'm getting Zach Bonifer text. No. Oh,
welcome to my world.
This fucking maniac. Let's see what he's cooking up. This sick fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
What is this? You guys continue. I need a second to transfer these over. Continue.
Don't open it. Critical Sting. Don't open it.
He says don't open it.
Don't open it. Yeah.
Don't you dare!
Man, this is horrible.
Okay, I want to address this because I see a lot of Impact fans losing their minds over Don Callis appearing on the last AEW Dynamite or the pay-per-view, doing commentary during the Kenny Omega
Hangman Page.
Hangman Page, yeah, thank you.
J-Bone's brain farted.
Who gives a shit?
Oh, Jay.
I apologize. It's
those lollipops, bro.
It is. It's totally the lollipops. Look, he goes back a long ways with Jericho and Kenny Omega. They're all from Canada. They've been, they're family.
They're all from Winnipeg.
They're all from Winnipeg. Thank you. I couldn't think of the town name. Yeah. Look,
Samsonite. I was so close.
They go. Son of a bitch.
Slappy.
They all go back. It doesn't mean that Impact is in bed with AEW. He was there to support he was there to support Kenny for the match. That's it. Let's not overthink this. I mean, is there certainly open discussion for could there be a relationship between AEW and Impact in the future? Sure. This is 2020.
And if that were the case, I would do a 180. I would be the biggest hypocrite ever. I'd be sitting here saying how great I think AEW is. We'll mooch for the clout. Why not?
You just never know what's going to happen in the future. But I'm also the big picture is here. Let's not overthink this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I trust Don and his judgment because he got on Cage for his chatting with the boys over there when he was that kind of led to his leaving Impact. And Don called him out on it. So I doubt Don would go there. And I think he's probably keeping a pretty good eye. Like if there is any type of working at some point together.
What if they offered Don a big fat contract that said, leave? I mean, it's a business.
Maybe.
I highly doubt. He and Scott are a damn good team.
Yeah.
And I'm
money, bro. It's all about the money. J-Bone, if somebody told me, Kyle, here, take $1 million, I want you to shoot J-Bone in the head, of course I would. I love you, but I'd kill you for money. Money's everything, Jay. Jeez.
Thanks a lot.
Heck, for that amount, he might even do a Up North Monday Night podcast. And he'll show up for it.
Yeah. If the WWE called me, or like, hey, we want you to be our fan podcast, I'd fuck Impact. I'd be SmackDown's biggest fan because they're paying me. It's about money. It's about money, Jay. Take us home. We've had enough. I've had enough.
Tapped out.
Hold on. We got to do one more on a positive note for the chat, and that's who you've become a fan of.
Just for that, I'm going to bring you on tomorrow night after 3 hours of Raw, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks in advance for watching that for me, Jbone. I'll just listen to your podcast tomorrow.
I watched 3 hours of Raw, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
I'll watch paint dry. I'll watch paint dry.
You're welcome. The Twitch is open for
Not all heroes wear capes, Jbone.
Yeah. Some of them sit at the computer and talk about wrestling for 24 hours a week.
36, bitch. All right, let's wrap this up. We've gone on long enough for this Sunday dinner. We thank Trent for trying to get his connection back, but hey, we got a KL. We haven't seen him in weeks. Thank you for joining us.
We're back in the cut. We're serious, like a late period.
Very serious.
That's serious.
Oh boy.
Jiminy Christmas.
It's your buddy Cock.
Oh, your buddy Kyle. Kalon. Remember when we were on Russo's brand that whole episode? Good times. Good times.
Whatever. I don't even know what happened to that. I never bothered to ask what happened there.
Kalon and
your buddy Kyle.
your buddy Kyle.
We'll tell you off air. Don't leave the chat. We'll tell you off air. All right. Let's do our plugs.
Trent sent Vince Russo dick pics. That's what happened. Sorry.
Oh,
I wasn't supposed to tell anybody
No.
that. Sorry.
Jack Bonifer sent him Trenny Forbes pics.
Oh,
God.
It's Zach's fault.
Oh, yes.
There are a lot of paintings of Katie Forbes in Rob Van Dam's house. They're like in every room on every wall. It's crazy.
She probably has them commissioned though.
Good point.
Trent just twerking. There's some whores in this house. Just
she's the confident one in that household, and I'm gonna tell you that's what a confident lady does.
No mirrors on the ceiling needed. Katie everywhere.
Mirrors and murals and Katie all over. Oh, yeah. Boobies and booty and abs.
The Mona booty right above the fireplace. You know, it's like the Mona Lisa instead of a head.
There's probably like marble statues of her like by the poolside.
And one of her ass, just a statue of her ass. There's a waterfall coming out of it or something. You know.
Shout out to former Impact knockout Katie.
We miss Katie.
We do. I mean, speak for yourself. I still have her OnlyFans account subscribed, but we do miss her on Impact TV.
Of course you do.
She was a delight. We love Katie.
I support artists. I do. I support local business. Subscribe to OnlyFans. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Hey, maybe she's the mystery knockout, Jordan Grace. Look out.
Dude, I would pay for Bill's OnlyFans account. Bill with the wrestling merch on, you know. Never mind. Jay, take us out of here.
On or off?
Man, this is horrible.
Yes, again. Give me more.
Man. Bring me fresh meat.
I did not say earlier, but just a heads up. I didn't even know when I came down here. I saw EC3 in a match on Thursday night.
Oh shit!
Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're in a fucking hotel or some shit. Where are you?
I'm in Florida. I'm in Orlando right now.
Oh, the Blair Bill Project, as dubbed by John E. Bravo.
As poor shot Johnny Bravo would say. But yeah, I saw EC3, so I wasn't even expecting to see EC3, but he was on the show Thursday night and he took some skewers to the head.
Ooh.
Oh dear God.
Feisty.
New EC3 coming out of this. So stay tuned.
Well, he's controlling his narrative, Bill. Something that Jbone would know nothing about.
He's hardcore.
I control Jbone's narrative.
He's hardcore.
That's
what? Right. All right, let's get our plugs in here, Alicia.
You can find me on Instagram under Alicia B. Cakey, and that's it. Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia, Allison, Alexandria. Yes.
I'm gonna have to like put that up as a little like note up here.
Who booked this?
She's literally wearing a name tag, Jay. You look at the screen and you see her name. It's not like you have to remember anything. Maybe it's the reading. Maybe you got to learn how to read a little bit.
If she
You're a wrestling fan, I don't know.
If she put an E in there, it'd be so much easier. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's all your fault, Alicia.
KL, where can I find you?
Shoot me a follow on Twitter, KL on the mic. That's right. And I'll be back here on this show in another 12 months or so. So, hang tight till then.
How's that schedule going?
Just working, Jay. Just putting blood, sweat, and tears into the local school system. Something you would know nothing about.
Yeah, they don't want me back. So
scrubbing toilets today, driving Ferraris tomorrow. Just you wait.
Stay off the roads wherever wherever he is.
All right, Mr. Checkers. All right.
All right, Bill.
You can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram of my name at William M. Gardner, GARDNER. And for all those wondering, I could not get as close to the old Impact Zone. I could not pour one out for it, but I am. The memories are flooding back to me.
That's a picture. Bill pouring out the 40 ounce in front of the Impact Zone. That's a picture. That's a picture.
Gangsta Bill.
Oh yes.
All right, Mark.
I'm covering the other half since Alicia's on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter only at #2 Taya WO. That's me on Twitter.
And you can find me, Jabronski Hefferino, at the Twitter box at Jbone5150. That's JAYBONE5150. Smash this podcast on the YouTube, on the Twitch, on the Instaneck, the Twitter box. And
Instaneck?
Yeah, it's a thing. You haven't been around here for a while. It's a new thing. It's the Face Botch, Twitter box, and the Instaneck. Yes, it's a new thing.
It's like Trent, no neck Trent,
It's the same.
Got Instaneck.
It's the same, only different. You can catch this podcast everywhere you find your podcasts on the audio, the Amazon, the Spotify,
all the gimmicks, all the audio gimmicks.
All the audio gimmicks. Yeah, I can't do it like Trent. Trent's got it down like cream cheese on a bagel. He's awesome.
The flow.
Yeah, it is. It is.
My spot.
My spot.
Critical sting. What, Jbone? What about your my spot?
Yeah, what about your my spot? Jbone. Jbone5150.tripod.angelfire.com. Check them out. It's got the counter on the bottom. Tells you how many people clicked on the website. It's got the guest book.
Yes, and the AOL. Yes, you got it. So, all right, we'll be back here Tuesday for Impact Wrestling. We're not sure what gimmick we're going to be using. It might be a live reaction. We might get the gimmick
very
down.
Very janky around here.
Yeah, it's certainly.
Kalon stops showing up and shit just falls apart, man.
Well, I don't know about that because I don't show up and fucking Lita shows up, so I don't know about that, Mark. I don't know.
That was legit.
That was legit.
That was fucking legit.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat.
Come on,
no problem.
Anytime I show up, anytime.
You never know who's gonna show up in the chat and just blow our minds.
Yeah.
Anything can happen on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast.
Yeah, that too. All right, we'll see you folks Tuesday. Let's get out of here.
Find me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impactin'. His mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha Skin Manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.